Recently, I've been sharing my rather volatile thoughts on Titanfall 2, Respawn Entertainment, and EA. So I thought it was only fair to peruse what everybody else has been thinking. And what better way to find out than checking out the Steam reviews for the game itself. This video is going to be split into 3 different sections, being negative reviews, positive reviews, and fun reviews. So if you want the good stuff, make sure you stick around till the end. And if you don't think you can do that, at least hit the subscribe button so you can watch the first 30 seconds of all the other videos I'm going to upload. But remember, your dwindling attention span is leading to increased stress, anxiety, and decreased mental health. So if you want to stay healthy, watch the entire video. I'm going to pull up all the negative reviews, and my guess for this is that it's going to be all to do with the servers that went down 2 years ago. I think that's going to be the biggest negative point for all these sorry people giving thumbs down to the greatest game of all time. Like this little piece of shit. 0.3 hours played. Trash. Yeah, maybe you're just bad at the game. You ever think about that? You ever think that maybe you're bad at the game? I feel like the most amount of slander Titanfall 2 ever receives is because people are unable to get a hang of the movement system, and it's a little bit faster. It's a lot faster than Call of Duty and Battlefield and the likes. So people have a hard time getting into it. This game is awesome. Just a fun and action-packed 6-hour movie. Exactly what and how I wanted it. That doesn't make sense. But EA Launcher, must I say more? That piece of shitty software is an abomination. The fact alone that I buy a game on Steam and still have to install/use that atrocity of a launcher is a shame. But EA will never learn. I mean, you have to give it to them. Being one of, if not the worst company in corporate America for several years in a row is an accomplishment in itself. If at least their launcher wouldn't suck balls. But no, I really think they coded it up as a middle finger to their customers. I am a software developer myself, and I would have to try out really hard to make a program as bad as their launcher. This is such a schizophrenic opinion. This is akin to people thinking that game developers are trying to get your rank down in the competitive scene. It's like, oh, this person's winning too much. I'm going to make sure that they never rank up. This person is a silver person, so I'm going to make sure that they lose games and stay in silver forever. The game company doesn't care about you, which is half of what this guy is saying. They don't care, so I don't think they've coded up their launcher just to piss you off. The saddest thing is that the game is really fucking great. I bought it to play the campaign alone. I have no interest in the multiplayer part. Pussy. I only wanted what all the reviews were talking about, a 6-hour interactive stupid action movie. Stupid action movie? Titanfall 2's campaign is one of, if not the greatest concise FPS campaigns I've ever played and that will ever exist. I don't think any game in history has managed to include so much depth and create such a strong relationship between 2 men and a robot, in 6 hours. It's incredible, along with the narrative of a young rifleman, Jack Cooper, becoming the greatest pilot of all time. I should make an entire video on this. I don't think I can. I'm going to be ranting for too long if I talk about this anymore. Moving on. Screw this guy. Flip EA and flip the EA launcher. That being said, it's a good game. See, fucking... Okay, this isn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, but problems with EA is fine by me. If another Titanfall game comes out, I will make this review positive and slam my dick in my front door. So this guy has only negative reviewed this because he didn't get another game. The reason for the negative review is that there's not more Titanfall to play, which I understand. That's a good enough reason to be mad about something, in my opinion. Yep, look, this is more of a... Would love to be able to write an actual review of the game, but EA's launcher/account creation/cancel on the industry horseshit has thus prevented me from even hitting the title screen. Just a massive disservice this dev has done for the gaming community at large by creating such a beloved title that is now used by bloated, rotten, reanimated amalgam of once great studios now known as Electronic Arts to punish us for enjoying digital media. Really upset, and I love it. Just going off at EA, like giving a negative review on Titanfall purely because the EA launcher is bad, which it is, I understand, but I don't think Titanfall deserves a slander for this. Like Sisyphus, I am bound to hell. Clicks, resend verification code, button for 8th time. If anyone from EA happens to see this, I invite you to explore a career to which your talents and predilection for cruelty are better suited, such as disposing of unwanted shelter dogs. With all the appropriate respect and affection, Shep. P.S. Gargle my nuts. Yes, that's pretty. I didn't realize I was getting to the funny part so early. This person has 14 hours of playtime on record, saying, Titanfall used to be fun, but the community that remains is way too sweaty for this to be a fun, casual shooter anymore. I don't think Titanfall was ever really a casual shooter. I know it doesn't have a competitive game mode, but for all intents and purposes, being competitive in Titanfall is the best way to play. It is what it is, but I can't recommend it to someone either coming into it for the first time or returning. I recommend it for both of those people. I think that Titanfall 2, whilst having an extremely high skill ceiling and a very large skill curve, is worth picking up even today. I don't think a little bit of learning and dedication should discourage you from picking up any new video game. If that's what's stopping you, then I've got news for you, buddy. You think Jack Cooper woke up on that island after being knocked out and thought, well, Paul Lastimosa, time to head back to the barracks. I can't do anything else here. No! He chose something that he had to learn how to do from scratch. Not kind of scratch. A little bit of time in the training grounds. And he got to flipping work, man. If you don't have that kind of dedication to save the entire planet with you and your robot friend, then this game isn't for you. Moving on. As I suspected, after scrolling for a little while, it appears that the main two problems with the game is 1, EA created it, and 2, EA created it and forgot to protect it against DDoSers and hackers, which is the general consensus for most people. This is completely unrelated, but one of my favorite things about people leaving reviews, either on Reddit or now apparently on Steam, is when they are met with a bunch of awards or likes or upvotes or whatever, they take it as like a, wow, I've got fans. This is incredible. Look, edit. Wow. I've seen so many people on Reddit do that as well. It's like, edit. Thanks for the upvotes, guys. Oh, thanks for the reviews. Edit number 2. Guys, I didn't realize this was going to be so funny, but thank you so much for the upvotes. Edit 3. Guys, I've just started a YouTube channel after realizing how funny I am. If you guys want to go subscribe to there, you can continue being my fans over on YouTube. Dude, it was one comment. There was one comment you made that had a little bit of relevance to the topic. Move on. Move on. It's not even your idea anymore. No, you don't get to claim that anymore, okay? It's up on the internet with your shitty little username. Move on, okay? All right, well, I think that's enough of the negative reviews because it's more or less just exactly what I've been telling you. Now, as a lot of the people who exist inside the Titanfall community would already know, is that everybody's incredibly schizophrenic and loves to boycott EA and hates Apex Legends. So with those 3 in mind, we'll proceed. Cancel Apex and bring us Titanfall 3. Now, I agree with the latter of this argument, but the former has nothing to do with the latter. Canceling Apex not only would be terrible for a 3rd Titanfall installment, but is completely unnecessary for the latter to proceed. Apex Legends can exist, as can Titanfall 3. It was great. Now give us Titanfall 3. Played for 5.1 hours. 5.1. Look, maybe they played on PlayStation before, but I really don't think you can be putting up this argument. It's like, oh, I didn't even get enough time to finish the campaign. Make another one. Screw you, man. Screw you. Remember Titanfall 2? Of course you don't. It was released 8 days after Battlefield 1. Let's fix that. Yeah, guys, why don't we go back and release Titanfall 2 before Battlefield 1? We'll solve all of our problems and we now have Titanfall 3. Oh, wait. We can't time travel, you blithering idiot. This game should have been huge and taken over the FPS scene. Now you've got another chance to try one of the best FPS games in years. Even when the hype fades and the multiplayer possibly dies down, the single player is beyond worth it. 110% agree. The servers right now are going back to their original state of around 2,000 to 4,000 people depending on the time of day you get on. For me, it's always terrible. But if you haven't played the campaign yet or you're kind of on the edge of getting it, freaking buy that thing, man. As I explained before, play it once, play it twice, play it 3 times. Play it on easy, hard, and master. Come on, man. Be a pilot. You want to be a part of this? Of course you want to be a part of this. Hashtag save Titanfall 2. I do not forgive Apex Legends. Apex Legends had nothing freaking to do with it, okay? Nothing to do with it. Battle Royales were the hype. EA wanted money, you know, and they wanted to take away everything that was good about Titanfall 2 and put it into a BR. Freaking why not? Why not do that, you know? What makes you think that's a bad idea? It's not a bad idea. It wasn't a bad idea. It's a great idea. Microtransactions, love it. The only bad part about this game is that there's an EA brand sticker on it. Like, it doesn't change the way the game plays, you idiot. This is a very long review for somebody with 36 hours in the game and only 14 at the time of reviewing this, but have a read anyway. Flavius Claudius Julianus. This game will never be forgotten, except by the people that made it. True. One is quick, the other's tall. Titanfall 2 would be in the Gamers Hall of Fame if there was one. The campaign is so good, and it's been cheap for years. If you're looking for a super long campaign, or campaign that is going to tell a great profound story, Titanfall's campaign might fall short for you. It's still a greatly profound story, whether or not it's short, bud. Better to have a 7-hour campaign worth playing twice, or even more, than a 10-hour one full of filler, barely worth playing once through. What the campaign will provide you with is a solid 6 to 8 hours of non-stop fun. I don't think this is worth fucking reading. It's boring me. It's like Apex, but not horrible. I disagree with this. I don't think this game is like Apex Legends at all. I understand that the guns are mostly the same and that you can wall run, but apart from that, it's really nothing alike at all. Running around in Apex Legends is like running around with an extra 100 kilos on your pilot. You are so slow in that game. I don't care what freaking movement strategies you want to show off with all these little freaking extra things to make you go a little bit faster. You are so much slower than me using a stim pilot, okay? Or a grapple hook once. Alright, I don't think Pathfinder is getting up to Mach 5 like I am, okay? The gameplay just doesn't run the same. Petition for Jack Cooper to come to Apex Legends. And another petition for Titanfall 3. Terrible idea. He would kill all of them. It would make no logical sense to have him in a game against a bunch of civilians. And Ash, who was dead. And he killed her. He'd kill everybody else as well. I think have him in there as like a final boss for the last Apex Legends. Like, oh, you killed everybody in the battlefield. Now try and beat Jack Cooper. Oh wait, you're already dead. That sort of thing would be great. Also, they've got another petition for Titanfall 3. Wow, 2 petitions in 1 message. Really getting the cause out there in full force. 2 petitions, 1 message. Wow. Well, that about sums it up for the positive section of these reviews, which, like I said, is everybody's saying that they think this game was great, but they want another one, or going into a incredibly long love story about why they like each aspect of the game, which I should probably do as well. And I kind of already have in the last few videos that I've posted, but still. So now we're on to the funniest reviews for Titanfall 2. Did you ever hear about the tragedy of Titanfall 2's marketing? I thought not. It's not a story EA would tell you. It's a Respawn legend. I don't get it. 2 of the best shooters, TF2 and TF2, are now both on Steam. Nice. They're referencing Team Fortress 2 and Titanfall 2. And Titanfall 2, which are the greatest games of all time. If you haven't played Team Fortress 2, don't. It's not worth it. This is probably my favorite one that I've come across so far, which is The Floor is Cringe by somebody with 502 hours on record. I wholeheartedly agree. Once you figure out how to wall kick, there really is no going back. Sam says that the Titans do in fact fall. This is both informative and funny, in case you were wondering. I literally don't understand why anyone still plays Call of Duty in a universe where Titanfall exists. I don't think this is funny, I think this is just blatantly true. I know that the game is older, like quite older, but it, you know, runs rings around all of the new Call of Duties. Like, were we really happy with the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3? Did you like that campaign? I didn't think so. Buy Titanfall 2, play the campaign, and get online. Think about it like this, okay? There's 2,000 people playing Titanfall 2 right now. All 2,000 of those people who love the game and want to get more service told 10 of their friends. Let's say that 5 out of those 10 decided to give the game a try. That is 10,000 more people to put into the game. If we all banded together and decided that we wanted Titanfall 2 to succeed, all we'd have to do is all start playing the game again. All the time, every day. It's pretty simple. Save Titanfall 2, man. Do your part. Get the flip out of negative reviews and buy the game. Like I was saying. Motherfucking piece of shit is broken game. You'll have to go through a bunch of third-party origin crap. After playing and starting second time, because I like play game, I just bought more once. It won't fucking launch and it's too late for refund. Steam is fraudulent piece of shit company that steals from customers. 22.3 hours played. Well, I think you lied. I think you lied, pal. I think you got onto the servers and you're just mad and you want your money back. You can't get it now. You've spent 20 more hours than you were allowed. If you're looking for a review on this game, you've come to the wrong place. But if you're looking for an outstanding pie recipe, you've come to the right place. I will not be noting this down. This game is pure fun. When you lose a game, you have a chance to still win with the evac ship, and the female characters are mad thick. 10 out of 10, busted a nut. We'll be moving on. It's like crack for people who haven't taken crack. What he means is, using the STEM class is crack. Imagine a video game, but it has sex with you. That's not true. That's false advertising. If you're buying Titanfall 2 because you think that it's gonna have sex with you, it doesn't. Okay, don't listen to this guy. I'm not even 100% sure what he's talking about. This game makes you feel like Spider-Man. That's BS. Just because you have a hook attached to a rope does not make you Spider-Man. I understand what he means, but I'm pretty sure Spider-Man's webs don't reel you in. Shoot a grappling hook. Tell me if that's right or wrong. I really wanted to love this, but trying to play multiplayer and being matched with the equivalent of a Vietnam vet in every game and being stomped on so hard you don't get a chance to have fun, it's not worth it. At least until they fix the matchmaking. Also, a lot of high-level players are super toxic against noob players. Oh, I'm so bad at the game. Oh, everybody's so much better than me and I don't want to get better at the game. Bro, just shut up. And you know what? Actually, forget what I said. This is all that needs to be said. Oh my god. What the f- I have no words. I think I'm gonna end on that before I die of eye cancer. That's all the Steam reviews that I thought were worth sharing with you today. If you want to stay up to date with all my new videos, make sure you click the bell icon and join the Discord. I'll be making sure I let you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, Titanfall 2 is the best game ever made. Woo! Yeah!